Namaste guys. In the previous video we have switched on the onboard LED over here by continuously pressing this button. That means when we release the button, the onboard LED was switched off. In the current video, what we shall try to do is we shall try to use this button as a toggle. That means the first time when we press this button, we will try to switch on this LED, and the next time when we try to press this button, we will try to switch off this LED. The circuit that you see on your board will be the one we'll be using for this experiment. I've taken pin number 7 and then I've connected this to the upper right leg of the button. The connection follows through vertically, and towards the lower right leg of the button I've connected a resistor. The other end of the resistor has been connected to the ground of Arduino board. And for the lower left side of the button, I have given 5 volts power supply. So what happens is when this button is pressed, a horizontal connection is established and the power flows from the lower left leg of the button horizontally and then to pin number 7. So when pin number 7 reads high, we shall try to switch on and switch off light using external LED over here. We have connected pin number 13 to 120 ohms resistor, and the other leg of the resistor is connected to the positive side of the LED. The negative side of the LED is connected to ground of the Arduino board. Finally, what happens in the circuit is when I press this button once, this LED will be switched on, and when I press this button the second time, this LED will be switched off. That means this button will act as a toggle to switch on and switch off LED. Now let's have a look at the code. I've defined 4 variables. The first 2 variables store pin values, that is pin number 13 which is connected to the LED and pin number 7 which is connected to the push button. The other 2 variables, that is value in pin and value LED pin, they are used to store the state of the pins, that is pin number 13 and pin number 7. In the setup section, define your pin modes. Define pin number 13 to output and pin number 7 to input. Coming down to the loop section, define the rest of the logic for your code in this section. So what we are trying to do initially is we are trying to digital read pin number 7 which is connected to button. When we press that button, the button 5 volts folds through the button and to pin number 7. So pin number 7 is going to read as high. So digital read of in pin will be stored as high in value in pin variable. That is high will be stored in this variable. At the if statement, the expression over here is evaluated. That is value in pin is high, which is equivalent to high, which is going to be true. So this part of the code will get executed. Next, we will try to read the digital pin 13, that is the LED pin. When this code runs for the first time, the LED pin is not switched on, so it will read as low. So digital read of LED pin is low, and that value will be stored in this variable. So for this next if statement, we have to evaluate this expression. So value of LED pin which is low is equivalent to high, which is false. So this section of the code will not get executed. Then it goes to else if. So if value LED pin which is low is equivalent to low, what happens? Yes, this is true, this expression is true, and then this expression, this part of the code will be executed. And what we are trying to do here, we are trying to assign high to our LED pin. That means we are switching on the LED over here. Then next, we are trying to delay it by 500 seconds. This is really important because the code runs so fast that we won't be able to see the changes if this code is not, if this delay is not written over here. So for the first loop, we have switched on the LED. So what happens in the next loop? So for the next loop, when we try to press this button, then as usual the if statement over here gets evaluated, which is true, and this part of the code will have to get executed. So the next time our LED pin is switched on and digital read of LED pin will be high, so this high value will be stored in value LED pin. Now let's try to check the if statement over here. So our value LED pin value is high, so high is equivalent to high, which is true. So this part of the code will get executed for the second time. So here we are trying to, if our LED pin is high, what we are trying to do, we are trying to switch off the LED. So as we keep on pressing the button, once this part of the code will get executed if our LED is high, and then this part of the code will get executed if our LED is low. That means it will switch on and switch off the LED, and this process will go on and on forever. Now let's build a circuit. For this we need 120 ohms resistor for this LED, for this red LED. Then we need 2.6 kilo ohms resistor, a button, a breadboard, Arduino board, and 5 jumper wires. So first let's try to connect this button on the breadboard. Once we fix the button, the upper rows are connected to the lower rows of this button. Now let's try to connect the upper right leg of the button. I'm connecting upper right leg of the button to pin number 7. Then I'll take 2.6 kilo ohms resistor. I'll connect it to the lower right leg of the button. I've connected it to the lower right leg of the button. Now I'll take another jumper wire, black one. Then I'm going to connect the other leg of the resistor to the ground pin of the Arduino board. So I've connected it to the ground pin. Now I'll take a red wire. I'll connect the left leg of the button. I've connected it to the left leg of the button, and then I'll connect this to the 5 volts power supply. So I've connected the red wire to 5 volts power supply. So the power passes through this red wire. When we press this button, there is a horizontal connection that is made, and then it passes through the orange wire to pin number 7. Now let's build our LED circuit. This is the LED. I have the positive end towards the right, so I'm going to fix it on the breadboard. Now I'll take the resistor. I'll connect the positive end of the LED to this resistor. Now I'll take a red color jumper wire. I'll connect the other end of the resistor to the pin number 13. I've connected it to pin number 13. Now I'll take a black color jumper wire. I'll connect the negative end of the LED. I'll connect negative end of the LED to ground pin. Now we have successfully finished building our circuit. Now our circuit is finished. Now let's upload the code. I'm going to upload the code by going to Sketch, Upload. Now the code is getting uploaded, and you will see that the LED is blinking. Now the code has been uploaded. So now let's test the circuit. Now when I click this button, the LED should switch on, and there it has switched on. Now when I click it once again, it should switch off. There it has switched off. Now once again let me click, and it has switched on. Now this is going to be in the on state unless and until I switch it off by pressing this button. I press this button. I pressed it a bit longer, so I have to make sure I press it a little bit shorter. There. Now switched on, off. And there we have successfully implemented this example.